Well, very good evening and a warm welcome to the Hamilton Community Stadium for a rearranged fixture for the Billy Wee at home tonight in League 2 action against Elgin City. My name is Paul Shanks and I am joined tonight by Graham Murray to talk you through tonight's action and what really is a must-win game for the Billy Wee. Perhaps a more kind of regular feel about the starting lineup tonight is forced into one change up top with Kyle Connell coming in for Scott Williamson and the return of Tommy Robson at left back for Sam Campbell. For the away side, Graham, a couple of boys that a lot of the Clyde fans will be used to seeing over the years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you look at the likes of Russell Dingwall, Kane Hester, my son's namesake Jack Murray, he's scored a couple of goals against us, powerful centre half, and they've always been a team that have been quite strong at the back and dangerous at set pieces as well. We haven't managed to beat them this season, but conversely they've not managed to beat us either. A couple of poor draws, if you want to say that. Any team that goes up to Borough Briggs will know they'll be in a game. It could work one or two ways as the teams come out. It could work in Clyde's favour, and the fact that the efforts they put in on Saturday might make them a little bit leggy tonight, or they could be buoyed by the performance and take a lot of confidence from it. So again, like we say, most games at Clyde, if we stick to our game plan, if we're able to get going early, then it's going to be hard for any team. So it's more up to what we can do tonight.
Be a long one here for this thing from Girvan, it is. Got one of their own. I'm sure we'll see plenty from Kyle Connell as the night proceeds. Schemes a fan ball and it's narrowly wide. Not quite sure he got the final shot in there, but as the ball broke 25 yards out on the half volley, sweetly struck.
Yeah, it was McIver again, so we don't want to be affording them that kind of space outside of the box.
Elgin looking for runners. Dan Hines has looked to cut out, but he's done very well. I think he just assumed it was going to break to one of his teammates, but need to take a bit more care of the ball there, Graham.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah, he's onside, and Hester forces a great save on the charge from Jay Hogarth. I did look along the line. I think Craig Howie was quite a bit deeper than the rest of the back line. No question offside for me. As the rain just starts here, light drizzle descends. Kyle Connell launches it in, looks for Logan Donachie, flicks it on, and it's a comfortable save just for a second. Ball was hanging, you weren't quite sure if that was going to trouble Tom Ritchie, but ultimately not in the end. But just a wee reminder to Elgin what we can do from that type of scenario. There's plenty of people around the Clyde wing up, but does well.
He started well, Marley, tonight. Listen, we know what he's got. It's whether he's at full fitness.
Lovely touch from Houghton to Kyle Connell on the full-time volley. First-time volley, I should say, on the full. Left foot, unfortunately, can't get enough power or direction to trouble Ritchie, but another shot on target. And I think that's a tactical punt out the park.
Yeah, I think it was ironically cheered there by the Clyde fans, but I think it was quite deliberate. You don't want to be carrying on as long as possible with 10 men.
Runners as they knock the ball about. James Houghton doing some defensive duties. He does them well. Not a great first touch by the Elgin man, but at the same time James had to get himself back there to help his team out. Clyde just need to try and settle into some type of pattern of play here. It's lovely stuff from Kyle Connell. Could this be just that? Robbie Leach comes forward outside of the boot, but it's comfortably wide in the end. Tom Ritchie not concerned, but lovely attempt by Robbie. Scored similar technique, albeit a wee bit closer in.
Yeah.
Spartans turned out to be the winning goal, that 2-1 victory. But
chance to get the ball back in, and we also weren't in a much of a rush to.
It's another corner kick in the far side.
Back in, so we've got a corner here. Let's hurry up and take it before the referee blows for half time.
So I think Mark Gallagher is just asking George Calder how much longer he intends to play. The referee showed him his watch.
Yeah, it could be a crucial point in the game, and we want to be taking this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so Tommy Robson puts it in. Craig Howie! It's 1-0 to Clyde. Well, Graham, I said we would take half time. Just level, to be quite frank, but we found ourselves in the lead, far from our best, and Craig Howie the goal scorer.
Yeah, and we heard the shout from up here. Somebody does very, very well. Great delivery into the box, into a dangerous position. I was pleading for him to hurry up and take it. There was a little bit of a, an urgency to take it. Great delivery from Robson, and yeah, listen, no team deserves to be ahead, but am I complaining? No. So from some good play, but in the end up, the decision making in the final pass is what we've not been brilliant at. But some of the passing managed to get a corner from.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Clyde on the attack immediately when Dan Hines gives the ball away. Look to mount an early counter. They did look to do that quite often in the first half. To relatively good effect, but a mistake. James Hilton's in. Can he find a Clyde in?
Oh.
And I absolutely no idea how that's not found the back of the net, Graham. I've no idea if it's at the post, the man in the line, the keeper. But eventually, Tom Ritchie's able to pluck it just inches from his line. Clyde very much looking just to go a bit more direct tonight, and it's maybe one that I'll certainly try and foot to Darren. If that was just a conscious decision, maybe it's something that you've seen in Elgin that they maybe struggle with a slightly more direct game. We not John Mullereffen, but he gets the ball with Kilconnell, looking for the space, gets the shot, couple of breaks, shout for a handball, but the referee and linesman aren't having it. Can't really say saw anything from a vantage point up here, but now Elgin come forward. Some more defensive work. Josh Walker's first involvement, number 24. Right side flicked off Robbie Leach.
That should be a booking.
Gets put into what can only be described as some type of wrestling armbar as Logan hits the deck.
Yeah, I mean, you had Dan Hines of all people breaking on the left-hand side there. He would be in on goal there. And
Clyde next to change things up. Senna stripped and ready for action. We'll wait and see who's coming off him. We're surprised if it's Logan. Then again, he's rolled his socks down. I think Logan's day might be over here.
Again, possibly surprising the fact that you've got Sam Campbell on the bench, and we don't know the reasons, for Sam Campbell maybe being on the bench, maybe not 100% fit.
So substitution for Clyde Oddfellows, number 17, Mohamed Niang.
So it will be a wee bit of a...
And he replaces number 15, Logan Dunnicky.
Movement about. Doesn't look as though it's going to be Kel Fleming dropping in. Will be, by the looks of it, Big Senna into centre half, which he can play there. Perhaps a slight tweak in shape again, but James Hilton certainly plenty of effort and running tonight. Certainly looks as though he's put in the shift. Not quite been on the ball, but that's been the case for a lot of the Bully tonight.
Yeah, both Kyle, Connell and James Hilton have worked extremely hard tonight. Maybe not everything has came off for them, but just thinking maybe Mally Redfern will be centre forward, so it's part of that three, the kind of centre figure of it.
Barry Cuddy getting his first involvement, putting a wee bit of pressure on. Hopefully Barry is, well, I don't want to jinx it. No. Hopefully back, fit up. Well, it's ball inside, Ian McGinley having to defend. Craig Howie, excellent from again. He screams in almost delight at getting the ball. Very good, he has. Needs to be high, and again Clyde giving the ball away. Kel Fleming gets a touch to the ball, but lovely footwork by Walker. Senna charging out, but Walker comes away with the ball. Danger for Clyde. Mikado, great save from Jay Hogarth. And Andy Murdoch deals with the ball. Big chance for the away side, Graham.
Yeah, I mean, that's a wonder save from Jay.
And that's the first big threat since probably Kane Hester's one-on-one. Jay Hogarth, most clean sheets in the league, showing you why. He's going to need to get one tonight at the very least. Can Clyde now counter? How's the pass? It's finally made. Feet of a Clyde man. Aidan McGinley's first involvement in an attacking sense. Dan Hines is on the overlap. Feeds a lovely ball direct to his feet. Not much in the way inside the box, but Mullereffen feeds a ball through to Aidan McGinley. Across the box! Clyde fans are claiming that it's over the line. It's impossible to see from here. It came off the Elgin man, it broke. He hooked it, came off the bar. big shouts that it's over the line. As I say, Graham, can't really comment. We'll need to see this one back.
Yeah, we'll need to see it back, but a great break, but just a couple of times I thought the ball was over the line the last couple of weeks, and it's not turned out to be a decision given him, and obviously we don't have
danger now. Clyde fans seem to be pretty adamant. Obviously there'll be a touch of bias, but
yeah,
obviously we do have a pitch side reporter who's quite close to the action, so one for the highlights back. I think you can see him, he's already looking at back at the footage.
But a good, obviously great involvement from Aidan McGinley. You know, started the move and almost finished it, but again a very weak clearance here. It's not even out of the park.
Spalding charging forward from a loose punt forward. He's turned inside a couple of times. It's an equaliser for the away side. We can't say that it probably hasn't been coming, Graham, in the last couple of minutes. We stood off him, allowed him to dink an outside of the foot cross, and I'm not quite sure he got the final touch, but regardless, it's one each.
Yeah, it looked like it was Ryan Sargent. Quite frankly, Elgin in the last 10 minutes or so have looked hungrier.
Yeah, they had the big chance that Jay was able to keep out, but he's got no chance there. I think it was a half-hearted claim from Craig Howie for an offside, but certainly didn't look it. Robbie Leach is pulled, surely a foul and surely a booking. And Tom Ritchie kicks the ball away, all the way up the tunnel. No card incoming for the Elgin City players. 7 minutes left on the clock. Clyde needs something, absolutely anything. So 1 point keeps his 8 points from the top. Played the same amount of games as Spartans. 5 behind East Kilbride. Snucked it. Ball drops. Well, the red fern. It's blocked. It's a poor finish. It's an even worse attempt from Andy Murdoch. Well, Clyde had bodies all over the place in the box here. It comes to Malley, he turns inside, can only find the feet of Tom Ritchie. Really got to do better there. So well be done, Hines. To make way.
Number 23, Dan Hines, replaced by number 24, Lennon Connolly.
And Lennon Connolly coming on to make his league debut. Did play against Celtic B in the Glasgow Cup last Tuesday.
Just to see what happens here.
Long and high. Craig Howie. Now, I think it's just a head knock. I don't know if he's given a foul. Well, he has. He's reaching for his card. I thought it was just a head knock. I'm not quite sure. Big scream from Craig's taking a sore one. Oh, he stood up and... Well, Craig Howie is not happy at all, considering what happened to him in his first spell at the club. He suffered a very nasty facial injury. It certainly looks as though Craig has been bloodied here.
Yep. So, again, that's not a head knock, that's an elbow from Jack Murray. And it's
so Andy Murdoch seems to be suggesting
yes,
here.
So, I mean, if the referees deem that to be a yellow card, you know, how can you have a yellow card elbow in the face?
Craig Howie will be coming off, as there is screams for him to do so. We'll need a new jersey as well.
Because we need him up the top end of the park. He's already scored the goal. I'd love to see him get an end of this one and get a second. Yeah, it's kind of now or never. You feel maybe still a couple of minutes left in this game. The tape's not even securely fastened. It looks like he's got a ponytail.
Tommy Robson to hit it just about everybody, apart from Joe Hogarth. It's whipped in. Big shouts for a handball, but I think it was the stomach. Perhaps hopeful shouts there for a handball, Graham.
Yeah, but we've got a corner here, and we just... It was never a couple of seconds ago. It's definitely never now.
A great ball in from Tommy. Caught the Elgin back line out. Fortunately, not all of them. Tommy Robson again. Swept in. Howie gets his bloodied head to the ball. Breaks. Aidan McGinley. Oh, he's lost the ball. Elgin are on the break. And that's as good a yellow card. Well, the referee, I have to say,
red card. That's a shocker. It's never a red card.
It's never a red card. It's a booking. I'm sorry. It's a booking every day of the week, Graham. But the fact that he stopped play was ridiculous when Elgin were on a 3-on-2 situation. But to have a straight red card for that, when it's generally speaking a yellow, I'm flabbergasted, quite honestly.
I'm pretty sure the club will have a look at that and rightly appeal that decision. I'm pretty sure that decision will get overturned.
Downgraded to a yellow,
yes.
surely. He's
and
just
now,
tripped a man. There's no excessive force. And he's not denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity. If anything, I would say that Calder has denied
100%.
Elgin
This is a wrong decision again, yeah. It's a
goal-scoring
wrong decision.
opportunity. 3-on-2, they're probably going through to win the game there.
Yep.
As it is, Clyde down to 10 men. Cries of frustration from the Clyde fans. Cries of support from Elgin. But George Calder brings the action to an end. It ends 1-1 here at Hamilton Community Stadium.